我记得说
说什么？
说大声一点了，
什么说大声？
就是你的那些台词之类的。
你不是说，其实这样正常讲话他能听得懂吗？可以是吧？那我就这样子讲。Hello, my dear customers. Now I'm going to introduce the programming of the center control system. So as you can see in the screen, we have the screen here. Firstly, I would like to introduce to you because our programming will be related to the several ports here. As you can see, we have COM1 to COM8. These COMs are special for the programming, and as you can see um, also here we have totally 8 inverted ports, okay, and we also have 1 to 8 the 8 input and 8 output, and uh, we also have the 8 power supply ports, 8 power supply ports for the here 8 power supply ports for the devices to support the different devices to work. Okay, after introduce the host, I will realize the function for you. Now please come to our programming. Firstly, you need to open a file, and you need to new a profile name system. For example, it is the center control, and the deal is IDC, for example, and also programming. I'm Jason. Okay, Jason system and the center control command. Okay, depend on yourself. Okay, now we go inside this programming, and it will remind you, do you want to configure the hardware for the programming? You click yes. Okay, after enter the screen, as you can see, we need to do the configuration because here is a little debug for this software, but actually it is the host. Okay, we pull the host. It is the host. Okay, we pull the first one. The first one is the host, and also we need to put the receiver. This one is to receive the signal, and also in the middle here is the touch screen. We need to put the touch screen in the 20 ports because then we will do the programming in these ports. Okay, after the configuration, you need to go back to the programming. The programming is beside this, and this is configuration. The left one is programming. Okay, after you enter the programming. Okay, and I will introduce to you for the options here. Just now, as I mentioned to you, we have totally 8 input and output. Okay, let me introduce to you. We have several ports. The host is here, and also the option here is match the ports all here. So here has COM1 to COM8. As you can see, here also has COM1 to COM8, like okay, and here is IOA, that means input and output, totally 8. AI, that means 8 inverted port here, okay, and also the 8 power supply is here. So as we can see here, totally have the 8 comms, and second has a input and output, and also we have 8 inverted, and we also have the 8 power supply. Okay, so all of the ports we will programming after the options here. I will introduce to you step by step. Okay, firstly let's come to the POM, because here I would like to introduce to you from the center control. Actually, center control can have so many devices, but here maybe we just need to make the programming for matrix, and also the power, also the projector, and air conditioner, also the last volume, and so on. But here I would like just to introduce to you the matrix, the power, the projector, and also include the camera, also camera. Okay, so for these options we will control through the port here. Now as you can see, it is the center control module, and as just now we configure the devices we need, and now we need to give the option. Okay, I will introduce to you step by step, so we need to do some regulation. I will tell you what we are going to do. First one, I will tell you how to configure and how to programming step by step. For example, we would like to programming the power supply, okay. And the first step is make buttons. The second one is to give logic. The third one is to check the programming. Okay, so we need to do the command step by step. First of all, we would like to make buttons. As you can see, we open the buttons here. It is a touch screen. Just we add here. It is the touch screen. Just now we put the touch screen in 20 ports. So here we can see the programming. We also can see 20 ports here. So all the buttons here we need to right click the button and then to insert multiple single parameter fields. That means to add additional blanks for your buttons. For example, I add about 300. Okay. So all the buttons here we can name the button and then to give the button to the host after programming. Okay, let's come to port 50, because according to the test, from button 50 is the most suitable for this system, because as you can see, other buttons they may be a little not stable, but for the 50 buttons it can be the most stable one. Okay, for example, I would like to open the power, so it is power on. I would like to close the power, so it is power off. Okay, then how can we give the command to the buttons? We need to add some logic to it. Okay, here is the logic. Okay, logic. As you can see, we have totally 8 comms here, right? So we need to give the command to the button, because you just put the button here, it is out of use. But when we give it some logic, some relationship between the button to the host, and then it will work. Okay, here I will introduce to you for the first command. We press the digital and then pull the manual locking to the logic. Okay, let's redo it. Okay, logic. Okay, delete it first. Okay, let me do it for you. Okay, we new a group, new a subgroup, and we name it power. Okay, we need to give the power a logic to control the button to the relationship between them. So I pull the manual locking to the power. Okay, as you can see, a window come out. What does it mean? Okay, when we trigger the power on, it will tell you what things to do. Okay, power on, and then you will give a command. And if we on the upside, it is close the power. So the close power is to clear the first command. So after you press the button power on the touch screen, it will give a command directly to the host, and then we can pull it. For example, it's power on 1. Okay, then how will this power work? Because as you can see here, we have totally 8 power supply here, so we need to give the first port to be active the power supply. So the same, we come back to the here, as I mentioned, input and output. This one is common port, this one is infrared, and this one is the power supply. So we double click this one of this option, double click. Okay, it come out to be a window. Here from A1 to A8, that means 8 power supply port. And when you active the power 1 to be on, and then you press the power 1 to here, okay, that means you press the button power on, and then you trigger this command. The command will be active for power supply, and then this system will be work. Okay, let's check let's check, because first step is make buttons. Here, make buttons, give logic. The logic is here, power logic. Mature locking, that means they do independently, they lock each other. Once I open the power, it cannot be closed. Once I close the button, it cannot be opened at the same time. So it's the mature locking command. Okay, at the last step, we would like to check the programming. If it's something wrong with it, we can come back to the software. We check, do you want to save the current programming? Save, yes. Save, test. Okay, check. Okay, test. Okay, you can see here we don't have some warning, also don't have some error. So this programming is successful. Okay, this is for power programming. Okay, let's come after power programming. I will do. Okay, camera. The same as the power. Let's close it first. Okay, I will do the camera programming. For example, camera can be up, down, left, right, and far, near, and also stop. So I programming here, right, camera, left, camera, up, camera, down, and the camera near, camera far, and camera stop. Okay, as command, they need to do the all the button, they need to give a command where to give, because camera is give to the COM port. Here we have 8 ports to match the host. And then you double right click to insert the multiple signal parameter fields. Insert about A is enough. Okay, pull them to the right side. Pull them to the right side. Okay, because camera is delete this one. Okay, because camera is not the same as the power, so it doesn't need some logic. It just need to give the command directly. I prepare the command here because we will give the command to the camera. Okay. Once we press the button, once we press the camera right, and you will trigger out this command, and you will make the camera to turn right or turn left, turn up, turn down, near, far, and stop. So you just need to give the command to the camera. It is very simple. Okay, down, and also near and far, and stop. Okay, so enable we should give 1 because in programming 1 that means to start. Okay, then we come to the third step. To check the programming if it is right. To press this button. Okay, no warning, no error, so it is successfully. Okay, after camera finish, power finish, we need to do the projector. We have on and the projector. Okay, for projector we also have 3 steps. First step is to make buttons, and the second step is to make logic, give logic. The third one is to check programming. Okay, so let's come to the button make. Just now we make the button, and then come to the give the logic. Okay, give the logic. We need to insert. Okay, just now insert the subgroup. Okay, here, and we rename projector. Okay, projector. Which logic we should give, because as you know, when we open the power, the projector will not open immediately, so we need to give the delay logic. Delay logic. Okay, give the delay logic. Close. Okay, what does it mean delay? That means if you open, you trigger, you press the button on, the projector will not open immediately. It will maybe after you power on, and 5 seconds later the projector will be on. So after you trigger on, the projector will be on after 5 seconds. So we need to make a delay timer to the projector. Okay, and even we give the command here, we cannot, because projector also control by COM port. So we need to come back to just now COM1 is for camera, so COM2 is a projector. So we need to go back to the COM2 to rename the projector. Okay, so we double click this one. After we enable this one, after we okay, slowly we need to add additional some blends. 10. Okay, enable 1, that means the programming is start, and then you put the projector on, and also we can give the command directly. I had already pressed. Here is for a projector, and this is projector on. Okay, paste it. Okay, projector on. And if we want to close the projector, as you know, projector cannot be closed immediately once you close the power. So you also need a delay when you close the projector. The projector will slowly close after the power close. So we need another time delay to the projector here. Okay, after the projector be close be off, like trigger off. On is to reset this command, and after 200 seconds the projector will be closed. So projector 1 off, projector 1 off will be closed, projector off, and also triggered by the command. Okay, so that's why we made the delay timer, because once your projector be power on, okay, let me show you. When your projector be power on, it will not open immediately, it will trigger out after 5 seconds and the projector be on. Okay, the same after you close the power will not after you press the projector off, the projector will close slowly and slowly, and after 20 seconds you can be power off. So the projector 1 off, that means the power off, and power off you should trigger this command directly. Okay, let's check the program. Introduce to you is the matrix. As you know, we have the matrix input and matrix output. So here I will give you VGA1 input, and as you can see, we totally have A input and also we have VGA output. Okay, as you can see, we have the A VGA input and also A VGA output, so we need to give them the command. Firstly, we cannot we need to give VGA1 to VGA the A input, the macro locking logic, so we add a logic. Its name is matrix. Okay, firstly we need to logic all the we need to make the locking of all the VGA input. It is the matrix macro locking. That means you cannot open the channel 1 at the same time open the channel 2. No, it just can open one channel at the same time. So macro locking to give them independently, okay, to insert some blanks. Okay, we pull the trigger to here. So once we press the VGA1, it is the command, it will give a command to 01. The same when you press the VGA2, it will give the VGA2. Okay, the same. Okay, and this command is not enough. Because at the same time when we press 1, we need to have a relationship. We need to give a relationship between the input and output. So we still need to insert some we still to need another group. For this group, when we press the VGA in 1 in and you trigger out this command, the command will be related to the output. So the output is the buffer. The buffer, that means the buffer means when we trigger this one, when we press the button here and you trigger this command, the command will enable to the buffer. So we insert A. Okay, because the output from 1 to 8 will be related to all of this command. So 1 to 8 below the trigger. Okay, VGA1 just a button, so button will give a command here to 0101. Okay, so once a signal come in, you can press 1 to 8. So to match them, basically we have 8 command to match them. So here we need to input from 1 to 8. Okay, once we because we not only have only one input, we have totally 8 input. So mature locking 8 input, also we have the one input have 8 output, so 8 input have totally 64 output. So I will do the second button for example. Here also in the group, also buffer, also mature blend. Okay, when we enable the second one, and then one input to 8 input, and then the second input 0201 output. Okay, below is the same. Okay, here is the second one. So we also have the third one, fourth one, and the fifth one, sixth one, and seventh one, and also eighth one. So we need to insert another one. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Okay, all of them are buffer. Okay, below are the same. This one is the okay. Enable is 3. Okay. This one is the third one, and the fourth one. First one also buffer. Okay, fourth input, and then 8 output. Zero 4 0 1, and then below is the same. Okay, because we matrix have totally 8 output, so once we trigger any one of them, it will trigger out the 8 output at the same time. So it is the command trigger 1 to 8 and 0508. Below is related to the trigger, so we also buffer to the next one, trigger out the 6th one, and 1 to 8 output 0601. Okay, also we have okay buffer to this one. Just now is 6 and now is 7. 7 enable and insert a balance. Also we need to pull the output 1 to output A, and then here is the 0701. Okay, below is the same because according to the trigger, and below is the same. Okay, here's not enough. Okay, we insert subgroup for mature locking for buffer. Okay, A enable, and then the input 1 to input output 1 to output A. Below is the same. 0801 output. Okay, below is the same. Okay, so all of them finish. Then we come to the third step to check the programming. Okay, check the program. Okay, one warning. Why is what this one happen? Let's check. He tell us signal has no target. It doesn't be complete. So that means even you programming so much, you didn't give them to the host. As I mentioned before, we control the programming all through these ports. So we need to give the com another name for the matrix. So port 1 is camera, port 2 is projector, so port 3 is the VGA matrix. Okay, so we double click this option and enable one. That means start this programming, and we need to insert some blanks. Totally 64. Okay, 64. So as we can see here, we have 1 to 8, totally so many commands. So we need to put them directly to this branch. So from 1 output to 8 output, put them here, close it. Second one also have A output to A output. So 3 output to this one also. Okay, sorry. Okay, because every input have 4 output, so we need to pull all the output to here. Okay, and then 5, the 5th input also trigger 8 output, the 6th one. Okay, and the 7th one output, 8th output. Okay, and then even we pull all the programming into the host, it's not enough because we need to give the command to them. VGA have a regulation. Once you press the input 1, you need to press 1v1. That means 1 channel input and 1 channel output. So it's the method, it's the way. And then after you press the second one input, you also need to press the output 1 to output A. So the same way we need to do for other 7 channels, 3v1. That means 3 input and then totally 8 output. So below is the same. Okay, 4v1. Okay, below is the same. 5. Okay, 6 input and output totally for A, and a 7th totally for A, and then the A input the same as this one. Okay, and then let's check if okay, no warning and no errors. So okay, it is all for our programming. Mainly we have the camera, projector, and VGA matrix, and we also have the power programming. So that's for these 4 channel, 4 devices. But we also have the additional, we can programming for air conditioner, lights, and even volume and other devices in the room center control. It is very easy. I hope that because this system is very functional, multi-function, so through the programming we can do so much things. So that's for the programming. Thank you for listening. I'm Jason. Thank you. Hello. Okay. So now we are going to introduce the touch screen, because after we programming and we need to install all the programming inside the touch screen. So as you can see in the screen, we have the software and we open the control design here. we double click and because we have a profile, we just need to open the profile, and in the DOS tab I will open it. Okay, so as you can see, all the programming are installed in the software. Then you can press the green button. Okay, so now you can control all the devices you want to control. You press the button to enter the software, and then you can control the VGA matrix and the camera volume and even lights, projector, screen, and projector. Okay, VGA, you have the 8 input and 8 output. You just need to select the input and output, then you can realize the function. So also you have the camera. The camera you can select up and down, left and right, far and near, and all of the programming will realize the function. Okay, we can be back, and you also can adjust the projector screen, also the projector, to be up and down. Okay, it is the power sequencer. You can start them and close them. Okay, and air conditioner, because we didn't do the programming for air conditioner. So okay, all the function you can select the button. The button was programming in the touch screen in the software just now. So we can realize the function according to all the configuration and the programming. So that's for the touch screen, and you can install them in the iPad and also your mobile phone. You can control remotely. So that's all for our touch screen. Okay, thank you.